Hello and welcome back to another NeetCode. This time it's medium with group anagrams. And yeah, I've tried to do it daily, but because of the difficulty and that before I upload it, I want to understand it properly. I didn't want it to post, so it took me like 3 days to just understand this medium question, which is annoying because there were so many ways of doing it, and I couldn't get my head around how it was, how they were doing it basically. So even though I watched the solution a couple of times, I still don't understand it. Now that I've understood it and was able to do it now, I'm just gonna post about it. So I'm just gonna, instead of doing it daily, I'm just gonna try to post after when I understand it, so that it basically helps me to reinforce my knowledge. It's not about like how quickly I can do it. It's just I actually want to understand it before I post it. So this one is going to be group anagrams. We've done anagrams before, but this one's like a group one, so we put it in like a list like these. So let's just read the question. So given an array of strings, STRS, group all the anagrams together into a sublist. You may return the output in any order. Yep. An anagram, is a string that contains exact same characters as another string, but the order of the characters can be different. The issue with this question was there were so many ways of doing it, and because of that, I didn't know, for me, the best way to understand it. So I had to find like a good way, because the other ones I don't understand. So now I've got the one that I understand it the most, was probably the simplest way, to be honest. I'm not so much fussed about the time complexity of it at the current moment, because I'm just trying to learn this. But I think this would be an O, M, and then because it would have two inputs, and it will basically have two inputs, and the time it takes, it will be in a one for loop. So yeah, it would be a feedback one, but I'm not too worried about that because I don't even know it that much, so I'm just trying to get the logic down. So what I've done here was, first I'd done it in order. So instead of having act basically as the as a key, I've sorted each one of them so they look exactly the same. So if I sort act out, if I put sort on there, the sort function, and it sorts it for act, it would also sort this one for act, right? So I just need a placeholder, like a hash map, that just triggers when it sees ACT act as a match, and it'll just add on one. That's what I thought of when I was doing it, and that's probably the best one, the way I understood it. So I've done a red. Let's just try it, and I'll just show you what I mean. So let's write res equal a hash map. So first we need to loop through each and every single one of them to get each and every single letter string in a list, so that we can actually deal with them. So for word in STRS, let's say for word in STRS, we'll say first, from here I needed to sort it. So let me just write a variable that sorts this for me. So I'll just call it sort word, which equals, so whatever comes in here, let's say act will come from here, it'll be the first one in the loop, it'll store here. I need to sort it first. So there's a function that I searched about called sorted, and that allows us to put them in alphanumeric order. So it will be A to Z, so it'll be A, C, T, because that's in order. So we just put word there. But also the bad thing about this is, once it puts them in order, it would put each and every single one of the letters in a string, in a list. So it'll be A, comma, C, comma, T, and each one would be a string. So we have to join them back together. This one I had to do obviously research on it, because I don't even know what the command. So I came up with this. I found this one that joins the strings together. This little module. So you do semicolon.join. This would, the output first sort would be, the output would be just a normal like a comma, C, comma, T in strings. This would change into act, basically a full string. That's what it does. It will merge all these together to make a one string. That's the whole point of it. After when it's sorted, so we need it as a string anyway. That's why. But yeah, that's how I've done it here. And from there, we just do simple if statement. So if sort word is in here, oh sorry, not in actually, because if it's not in here, we can actually add it in. That's how I've done it. So if it's not in the hash map, we can add it as a key. So obviously nothing's in here, but let's say act comes in, a sorted act, it becomes ACT, then it becomes act again because it's already act. Then if act is not here, we need to add in act as our key. That's our group name, so the key. So we need to write res word equals. So now that becomes our key. The act becomes our key. But now we have to add act in there because the sorted word is basically act, right? That's the key word. So now we have to actually add that first act in there. So the next time it comes around, let's say act now is gonna come around, it has to be stored in there, right? So we'll store it in there using the same similar one, res stored, but this time append the list to word. So now we're storing the word in there because it's still going to come out as cat. Like act, because I'm not getting the sorted one. The sorted one is here. The sorted one is already stored in here, right? I'm getting the word from that was already in the string in the first place, so it remembers that one. So if that's in there, we just append it as a whole number. So that's why act is going to be the key here. Would be the group name would be act, and the value within there would be act right now, like the. So now when cat comes around, let's say it does everything, it does similar to parts. It'll create a new group because part is not in there. But let's say if cat comes around now, it's gonna skip this bit because it's gonna be in there. It's just gonna store it in there, but it will just store it as cat. But you're probably thinking like, why is it storing it? Why is it not as act? Because remember, I'm getting the word as the whole word before it was sorted. So I'm pulling it from the word. So when it comes around the word and it finds sorted, it's gonna sort it, it's gonna find it as act. Oh, this is similar to act, the exact same word in ACT. But when I'm appending it, I'm adding the word before the sort, before I've done the sort. So I'm adding as this word, so it's gonna add up as cat like this. So that's how the key value will look like in the hash map. So we just do that for the same for the rest of them. Then it has to be delete, by the way. Let me just, sorry about that, where is it? There we go. Yeah, so that's all in the loop now. Then now we need to return the values. So we just need to return the value list. So list, and just return the value because it's a list, right? So we just do a simple return res dot. I had to find the actual dot value module because I didn't know how to return it, because I was doing items and I was returning the key and the value, but all we want here, the output, is looks like it's just a value, each and every single one of them. So yeah, obviously a couple of Google research, and yeah, I was able to find how to return the exact value in hash map, which was that. So once you just run this, it should be good, but mark in here, return list. Did you mean value? Oh, it's S at the end. Yeah, values. Yeah, just watch out for the, yeah, see, that's how I've done it. They've used other people done it, but this is the basic way I've thought about it. And of course I looked at the answers because I didn't know where to go about it, but like this was the only one that made sense to me after when I look at the answers, after sorting it. There's other ways he's done it, I think. All right, he done this one similar to me as well, but he used the default dictionary here. Not sure what that was. Probably watched the video after and sorted. Yeah, his has no if statement. That's the difference between mine and his. Mine has if statement, so I think that's why his like has better. I don't know. One of this is because of the time complexity. His is a bit more better, but for mine, yeah, I had to put if statement in mine to actually understand how the flow works. This is just brute forcing. I'm assuming. Yeah, you just brute force every single one of them. Yeah, that's how I've done it. So I'm gonna try to upload these once I understand it. So because it's better for me to upload them after when I understand it. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to learn it myself. I'm trying to break the problem down to the simplest forms. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully, I'm gonna upload the next one. Would be what was the next one actually? Yeah, took a couple of days off. What is the next one? Would be top K frequent elements. So that's another medium. It started off simple, but now it's going on to more difficult ones that you try to do. But yeah, thanks for watching anyway. See you next time.